train? Yeah, I was playing Highlander. This is when last I played Demo Man. I want to play Pyro now. Why paint train, you ask? Mainly because of King of the Hill maps. King of the Hill maps, Demo Man barely makes a presence at some point, and he doesn't get pressured that much by bullet. So it is kind of worth it if the heavy is not doing that much work. You can just bait the point. Because you can bait the point thinking the enemy that a scout is capping, but then it's a Demo Man and boom, you have a trap and that. That's mainly why. It's just to main game, it's not much for capping. It's just more to make the enemy team an illusion that a wicked class is capping. No, it's always like if you don't have it worked out, it's always like you can see like Demo Man, a current unaware attributes. Yeah, it says on wary, but like the Demo Man or the thing, this one says. Explosive spin on where, see? That also deploys. But it says in here, when weapon is active. It has to like on the beginning, above the level, when weapon is active. But the paint train doesn't have that. It doesn't have any of that, it's just the paint train. So those little details. The power jack has the same, I believe. Yeah, when weapon is active. Yeah. I think it went on that way. I had him 3 things. No, it depends on the weapon, pretty much. Like, the weapon says whether you have vulnerability or not. Like, what else? What other weapon has that? I think the candy cane also has that always on it. Yeah, that's pretty much the strat. That like they're playing very passive on the Hoda, like their side, and you just put traps on wherever you think they're gonna pick or not. So you just have your scout not being at plain sight, like he's been on their backs. So you just hold it in there, and then you just pick it a little bit, and then you see like, oh, it's a scout escaping, because the scout usually tend to do that. They just cap it, and the moment they just see some resistance, they leave. But if you don't fight the scout, he's just gonna keep capping, you know. So that's kind of the point of the strat. That things you need to stop the scout. If you don't stop him, he's just gonna cap. They just pick, and they just usually they die or take a lot of damage. That's kind of the thing of the strat, but also can be a very major fireback. Because after 2 or 3 tries, they notice that what you're doing, and they just go W at you, and you just get killed. Okay. No, I mean on competitive, a lot of voice lines are restricted. Like you don't hear 24/7 the Demo Man pushing on configs. Stop pushing the card, bloody card, stop moving. It's like no, because that will just reveal the spy a lot. So in competitive, that's a command that it just disabled. That they just don't do voice commands by themselves. You know. So I cannot kill this. The fuck? I need to go into that spawn and kill that teleporter. Yeah, I mean, so I think you don't notice, but it is kind of what happens. Because if not, a lot of spies, like, they will just be cloak and daggering, and since their card was not moving, they will just be like found out. So it is really contrapotential to have that on. Or I don't know, but it will be really bad. So that's why, since that happened, it's just a command for it. Hi, Abby. Hopefully they haven't seen me. I'm gonna wait a little bit. Oh no. Hi. Oh yeah. I mean, yeah, that's the thing. Like, they could also be thinking that it's two people, but usually you can tell because they have to be really coordinated to have two people enter the cap point at the same time. Like, that's a lot of coordination that usually doesn't happen. So that's why usually you think it is a scout, because it just enters times two at once. Although this Zimmerman just did into himself. Okay, we're almost out of over. We just need to wait a little bit. We did it. I could spawn camp it, but I don't feel like it. But yeah, it is possible. What you say is true. They might think it is two people capping. But yeah, it's just a trick, to be honest. Like, the moment they notice that you are doing that, it falls apart. So I just did it like at the beginning twice, then I stopped doing it. Because it was funny, because now our scout is, I told the scout to start doing that, to try to edge cap it, and once actually they didn't pick because they didn't have their demo on heavy, and there was only a pyro, and he got just perfectly stopped it. That scout barely had any HP, but he didn't want to pick it because he thought that it was me. It's so funny. I don't know. It just was kind of strat that you just like, wow. I don't know. It's just a game thing. I don't know. No idea. Also, I just noticed I'm godlike. Well, how did this happen? I'm just playing Pyro, dude. They're already back here. Hello. How are they already back here? The fuck? Bonk. I have no idea, to be honest. Like, I don't know what the fuck is happening. I have a 22 Killstreak, and I just pay attention because I just noticed that. I don't know, dude. Oh my god. I mean, I did ask him, like, it was kind of funny because I just kind of genuinely asked, like, what did he think about that thing? And he said, like, I actually really think it, I don't remember actually what he said, but he think that he just should have removed the things. Like, yeah, dude, like, don't remove that speed. Like, literally, the power jacket is the best weapon in all possible scenarios, except for maybe the movement speed. But yeah, it is kind of weird. Come here. Damn. Damn. No, I didn't talk to. I write a comment on his video because after he said that he lied or no, he said like, I'm gonna be answering questions on the comment, and I asked him what did he think about that change. It's like, why like Bao put his name on it, like, and I actually don't remember why exactly I asked, but it was pretty much that. Like, what did he feel about the game adding a sad name and homage to him? And he said like he felt like they did that because they thought he was dead, not because he was a great player. So because of that, he thought like they just should just remove that. But yeah, it is a comment on that. Yeah, they just removed the name. I think I should like check the video. He's not gonna die. Okay, I created actually. Sure to good, I don't know what the fuck is happening. I'm trying to talk to you and think what's happening, but There's a lot of stuff happening. Like, what the fuck is this a 40 kill streak? Ah! Well, I'm dead. Yeah, I also think it's kind of scammy. Like, I do think Sketchik did the wrong thing. But he's kind of sorry, like, because he could just perfectly have another name. Because remember, nobody knew Sketchik voice. That's another thing. He could just probably came out of nowhere and have another name, like, I don't know, whatever. And he's like, oh, dude, you look a lot like Sketchik. But he never had the obligation to say that. Like, I think he came the clearest way he could. Like, so like, alright guys, I lied. It's still very scummy, and doesn't say like, oh, you're justified for doing that, and it's still really scummy. But at least he did the best thing he could have done. It's just like, apologize and say like, yeah, I was fucked up. Because I don't know how old Sketchik is, but a lot of people do dumb stuff. So